Hello, good people of Twitch and the internet. It's not Friday, nor is it nighttime. Who knows what I'm doing here? Except playing Gwent on what is stream 17? That makes good mathematical sense. We have earned our free key because we haven't played in 8 days. And what do we need to do? We have quests. We are not going to play as Skellige, so maybe we change that. Northern Realms. And Northern Realms is an interesting thing, because I do want to... Well, I either need to go back to my Thrive deck, because I have been playing a lot... where are my decks? I have been playing a lot of my Ambush Waylay-lay-lay deck. So much so, even though it's been good, but I kind of want something different. So either I will go back to the Force of I Don't Know, just for a little bit. But I also, as I was doing last time, probably want to look at getting a Northern Realms deck. And so yeah, I was trying to look last time, I think, at which cards I have. And the answer is not really ones which go together very well. At least that's my feeling. It's possible that I do have some good things that would make a good deck. So what was in this deck in the end? Oh, I didn't actually put a lot of things in. I started putting some knight things in. I think I looked at all the knights and then decided that I didn't actually have good enough cards. Boosting an allies unit would be useful if we had something which liked being boosted. A Neuromancy and Heatwave are probably good cards to have, maybe. The Temple is maybe the best card that I have, so we should keep that. And then I suppose it depends what we're trying to do, because if we're trying to do night things, then we would add all the night cards. If we were trying to go for something else, Carrot Frigate, Siege Engine, as an order to spawn a volunteer. Volunteer is just a token rubbish card. So yeah, it's a question of, you know, do I try and make a deck? Will it be rubbish? Do I just search for all the knight things and just go with knight, even though I don't really know how to use knights? And this guy purifying, not sure if that really helps. What does King Radovid do? If the base version of your leader ability has more than one charge, give it an additional charge. Order, repeat the deploy ability. And this Inspired Zeal, boost an allied unit by 2. If it's a non-neutral unit, also give it Zeal. If it triggered an ally's grace ability, refresh the order and reduce the boost by 1. Interesting. So that goes well with grace. You have loads of grace things, maybe. Spawn a base copy of an ally bronze soldier on its row and boost both. I see. Shield Wall is boosting an allied unit by 2 and giving it shield. Sure. Adding volunteers, which I suppose if you're trying to crew things up, might be useful. The pincer maneuver, oh, it also uses volunteers. Draw a non-neutral card of your choice, then shuffle a card from your hand back into the deck. And Uprising is the Lyrian Scytheman stuff, which I don't think would be useful. Although it could be. If you have lots of things which are boosted, then I suppose that plays nicely. Okay. I guess we'll probably just choose one of these when we know what kind of cards we have. I don't know. I mean, this guy would refresh those charges, so we only really want him if we have leader charges that we think are worth refreshing, or at least adding to. Maiden Shield has Grace, spawns Bronwyn the Bold. And then when it gets to 14, it boosts it. Hello, Chu. Welcome in on a weird day for me. I was taking a look at Northern Realms because I know, I was saying before, I was having played the Waylay spam deck a lot, I felt like I need to do something different. So I don't know if it's going to be a Knights deck. These are just cards which I had in here from last time. I don't really know how to make a decent deck, and I don't necessarily have the cards to make a decent deck. So yeah, I mean, maybe I should go with something simpler, like because there's something people are doing, like Arbalest spam, so maybe I could do that instead. Actually, who's that card? Maybe I don't even have it. There's a card which is like yeah, this guy. No, I don't have him. Okay, he might be crucial if I want to do a spammy thing, I think. But again, I don't have him. And I suppose, well, you know, I could just stick all the knights in here and see which ones go together. Shoop, stay off. He's not a knight. Oh, but he has a Shoop knight thing. Damage to enemy unit. Oh, these are deployabilities. But you get to choose which one. If your starting deck has no duplicates, send him on an adventure. Right, well, probably will have duplicates. Oh, did you try and send a link? I mean, if you DM me the link, I can check it, or add a space in it and I'll open it up or something. Who else do we have? Some Mad Charge works with knights. Knight Errant. At the end of your turn, boost self by 1 for each adjacent boosted unit. Because I'm just taking a look at your deck that you've sent now. Can I change the RU to EN? Yes. Okay, so like, it starts off, I mean, again, all these decks are really good, right? But it starts off with things like Amphibious Assault, which is a card I don't have. And it goes on to be going for things like Damsel in Distress, which is a card I don't have. You know? Aerondite as well is a card I don't have. Vandergrift. Vandergrift. Another one. I don't have him or his blade. So there's... And then the ones lower down I probably have quite a few of. Like, yeah, Mad Charge. Maybe not Spores either. But... you can get AA by completing all the rounds for reward book. Oh, yes. But that... Wait. Let me save and exit. Sure, it's not a valid deck at the moment. if we go to the reward book, which I do have points, so I can spend the points. And down here, which cards are John Natalis? I have to play 15 cards. I have to win a match to get reinforcements. Prince Ansius. Alright, do I not already have him? An amphibious assault. So I need to win 2 matches. Which means having a deck, right? Whilst I'm here, let me just do this then. We can get some more ore. What do I have? 9 scrolls. So I'm probably, sorry, 9 keys. So I'm probably best to just get that. Probably. Because I can't get around to anything else. And this actually gets me a decent amount of ore. So that's 617. Let me go back. Well, let's go spend the ore. Let's go do 6 Northern Realms kegs. We'll see if we get anything really good. We're probably not going to. Six Northern Realms kegs. Yes, please.
We make smash smash.
We make smash smash. Right. So Karak Cutthroat, Kadwani Sergeant, Target Practice, and Squire. We have all of those things. Our Raresies, again, we have all of those things. I can't see anything moving. So that suggests no premiums. Temerian Infantry, Onager, Dunbanner, Lyrian Cavalry we have all of. And our epic pick. I don't think they are helpful for me on decks that I would want to use. Death Mold has a Zeal Order, boost all allied mages by 1. And then neither are good, take whatever. Yeah, at the end of your turn, damage the highest power enemy unit by 1. Order, transform into Loverkin. Highest power enemy unit by 1. I mean, I'd probably get this. At the end of your turn, boost the lowest power allied unit by 1. I mean, it's not awful, but it's not great, is it? Anyway. We'll go with that. Karak Marine, Carabalista, Redanian Archer, Redanian Knight we have. And our goodies, well, we will get the Practice Makes Perfect. Or take Voimo for scraps. Yeah, I mean, I have enough scraps for 1 card, but I'd only get like 20, right? I think it's better to have the cards, just in case I might want it in the future. Griffin Witcher Ranger is another rare card, which is good now. We've got 2 of them. Centurion Spellweaver, Lyrian Cavalry, Siege Master we have 2 of. And the Raresies, we now have 2 Cursed Knights. Boiling Oil, Redanian Elite, Kadwani Cavalry, Meditating Mage, we already have all of those. And our goodies, again, we have all these rare cards. And none of them are premium. So we'll just... doesn't really matter. We're getting them for scraps. Boiling Oil, Centurion Enchantress, Dunbanner, and Squire we have. And our Raresies again, we have everything. But as we already have 3 of these, we might as well have a 3rd one of this one. For no reason. So, what do we get? Like 2 cards that we can actually use? I mean, which we're not actually going to use. But, okay. 300 scraps is good. I suppose. We're not quite up to 2 cards that we can craft just yet. So we need to play and win as Northern Realms. So we're just going to make a random deck of Northern Realms stuff, right? Let's just see what we have. And then will, you know, whether it's good or bad, will do something. Seeing as I've got loads of knights in here, maybe I just keep going with the knights. So let's, because I had these knight errant, let's have a couple of those. Boost an allied unit by 5 and give it 2 armor. Sure, let's have a couple of those. Curse Knights. Could go for some Curse Knights, maybe. When played or summoned from the deck, boost self by 3. Well, you can find a temple deck. Yeah. I mean, I had a quick look for a temple deck. The problem is all the other cards that people normally play with the temple. How does this guy get summoned? When played or summoned, boost self by 3. Okay, so there's probably something else that could summon it. Yeah, I mean, a temple deck would be great, because that's kind of my best card I think I have for Northern Realms. Transform an allied unit that is not a Curse Knight into a Curse Knight without changing its power. Potentially useful if it then... because then I could use Mad Charge on those things to get extra vitality. Well, that pretty much uses up all the knight things I have. What other good cards do we have? So I still have 48 provision and I need 7 cards, which is an average of just under 7. By the knight scenario, is it not better to... because I don't really know if knights is the way to go. There may be a better deck to go for. Like, if I was to go for all the siege spam, like, would I go with this guy? You know, buy him. Maybe if I had him in a deck with the temple. Knights and siege are the easiest. Yeah. Demovan was great, but he got nerfed. Yeah, they changed the cooldown. So yeah, but... yeah, so where's the scenario? The scenario was Damsel, was it? Damsel in Distress. Progress whenever you play a knight. Summon a bronze knight unit from your deck to this row. Whenever an allied unit triggers Grace, boost its adjacent units by 2. Spawn and play Mad Charge. So yeah, I could get that. Come on, let's say that it's a good card and I will try and do all the knight stuff. So that can go in the deck. So then I should play some low... I don't have, what's it called? The muter generator, do I? No. I just see other people play it. So I thought maybe it would be interesting if I played it. What other good cards do we have? Or should I be focusing on the bad cards? Presumably I shouldn't use... or Trollolol. Lose all armor, then boost self by that amount. Whenever an allied unit uses its order, gain 1 armor. Should I try and use things with orders then? Do these have orders? Trollolol is a siege card. Yeah, I mean, he's a soldier. Not a knight, for sure. But I mean, he works with anyone who uses orders, right? Larada is good. Duel a random enemy. Sure, let's go with that. Anna Strenger also, I think, was used on a lot of the other decks previously, but I don't know if she got high provision. Boost unit to the right by 1. Boosting is good. if you can get her set up. I probably need some control, so maybe I add in things like, oh no, well I have heat wave, but I could add the spear. Lock for 6 provision is good, yeah. Do I also want the mastercrafted spear then? Just an extra bit of provision. I mean, I've added it into the list, but I can remove it. And then we'd be looking for lower cards. So what have we got down here? Like, I could just add arbalists. Erendite is a better spear. You butchered the name. I think I know what you're talking about, I just don't have it. I don't know how to spell it either. Erendite. Yeah, you might have butchered the name, but it's fine. I don't know how to find it. Or can I not even... How many provision is it? This thing? That's seal. Big sword. Erendite. Right, there you go. Yeah, I don't have it, unfortunately. So it is damage an enemy unit by 0, then boost the lowest power allied unit by the excess damage dealt. At the end of your turn, if you have more points than your opponent, increase the damage by 1 wherever this card is. 200 provision lacking. Yeah, and maybe we'll get that soon. And maybe that's a good card to purchase next. And so well, also if we swap that out, this is 6 provision, that's 10 provision, so I'd need to rebalance some things. I need what, like a 4, I know, 2 5s, 3 5-point cards is basically it, or something a bit higher. Radovid and leader could be swapped. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really looked at the leader just yet. We probably need to do that. But, so... I mean, I did try and take a look at the leaders earlier, but it wasn't necessarily doing much. Like, I didn't really see which one would be good for this deck. I suppose there's one which uses Grace, right? Which one is Grace? Did I miss it? Oh, the one that I didn't click. Boost an allied unit by 5. If it triggered an allied unit's Grace, then refresh the order ability. Yeah, Inspiration. So, but how many units do I have? I mean, I can just select it for now. How many units do I have with Grace? The Maiden Shield, which is 1. Although that could trigger Grace twice, so that's really good with that, I suppose. That has an order on Grace, 10. My Knight Errant has... And, oh, okay, you've said Shield, Errant, and Windhelm. I suppose these two as well have done here, but have I missed one of those then? Or I just maybe search for Grace. Windhelm. Vandergrift. Oh, Windhelm, that guy. I understand. Okay, so yeah, maybe this is a good thing to go for. Because it does boost, but also I can reuse the boost. For 600 provision, you can craft a powerful engine card. The Immortals. Immortal Cavalry. Oh no, these guys. Whenever this unit loses its shield, boost it by 2. At the end of your turn, gain 2 shield. Yeah, I've seen people use that. Shame I'm 10 short. I could scrap a card on the expectation that I'll get it back. But no, it's only 200 to craft. Or did you not mean... then add 2 Cursed Mages that remove shield and buff self. So let me have a look at those Cursed Mages. because I may not have those either. Cursed Mage. So they remove shield and buff cell. 5 provision. Damage unit by 1? No. This one, the Damn Sorceress. Yeah, the Cursed Mage, I see what you mean. Remove a unit's shield, then boost self by 2. Okay, so we could add both of these 5/5, and then the other one was 6 provision, was it? Or 7 provision. So I'd need to remove something if I did that, because I need to take out something and put something worse in. So yeah, you're not 5 though. Remove Kud Kadak. Oh yeah, he's a knight, but he doesn't have much going on for him, does he? So if we had this, we'd have a 7 and a 4 point. Let's just go with that. I like the idea. So we now have the Immortals. And then if we look for 4 point cards, what goes well? Not the spells, really. Winch would boost an eyes unit and reduce its cooldown. That's, I mean, we could go with a Cursed Knight because we have knights, but 2 purifiers or 1 purifier and spores. When you say purifiers, you mean Pella? Because it might surprise you that I don't actually have a Pella. And then spores. I do have spores. I mean, I could also just get a Pella because I have scraps for it, right? And they're cheap. Let me just get one of these. Why would Purify be good anyway? Just for the enemy? Because I could also, instead of this, add our favorite little rodent. Because I could add the squirrel instead. Adding a squirrel might be a good idea. If I come up against someone like Skellige. Let's put the squirrel in for now. Remove lock. Remove negative status. Get past defender. Oh, the purify. Yeah. All good things to have, I suppose. I mean, our deck is currently full. So if I wanted a Pella, then I would have to remove something else. Radovid must be swapped. Yeah, I was looking at him a second ago thinking, what is he providing? Well, I'd need something equally good, right? Oh yeah, my inspiration, I only have one charge of this, right? So it doesn't really help me at all. That's a good point. So let's get rid of you. In terms of our really good cards, we have... I mean, this... Queen Adalia with the shield works well with the Sorceress. That's a straight swap, which is easy then. Because these remove a unit shield and boost itself. I mean, I don't think she's that good. Play a base copy of a bronze non-neutral unit from your hand. What's the best bronze non-neutral unit I'm going to have? Like, I could do it for these Knight Errants. And then I'll have lots of things. See that I lack tutor cards. I have put a Neuromancy in this. But yeah, I don't... I could also change Tactical Advantage to Curse Scroll. That's another tutoring thing that I could have. What other options do we have if we were going to... We could have, like, instead of this, who spawns and plays a base copy, we could have Nenake, which boosts the unit by 1 and has 4 charges of that. I'm not sure that's useful in the current deck. And the tempo will mess with the deck? Will it? Create a legendary unit from your faction. But then they'll just be better cards, right? Draw a unit of your choice and boost it by your hand size. Then shuffle a card back into your deck, while in hand evolve after you win a round. But how will I find them? It's a good point. I would just have to hope to mulligan. Like, so this will be played early if I can. If it comes late, then I will maybe just not play it at all. But yeah, it's a good point. I don't know which, so Northern Realms, if they have other tutor cards. I mean, they must do. I've seen them played a few times. But things... What if I look for? Draw. Like, all of these just lacking. I could get this guy. Troll Porter. Any chance to add Fisher King or Maxi? So I have Fisher King. But I don't have Maxi. I could afford a Maxi if I wanted to. So yeah, Fisher King can add in. And then, but we'd have to remove something. So what would we remove? Remove the spear, just a straight. Yeah, okay. Okay. And maybe, you know, there's definitely improvements we can make, but we'll maybe start with this. I think this is a good start. And by good start, I mean we're going to lose. So what are we going to call this? Like, Northern Realms Knights, but missing lots of cards. Lots of. Missing lots. Let's just go missing lots. Stennis is so weak, pick something else. Okay. Stennis. This guy. Boost an allied unit by 4. Yeah. That's almost as good as she is. Although she's more expensive. Okay, so we don't need him. Damage all units on this row by 3. Oh no, I think we were saying earlier that she's rubbish. I mean, we could just go with Trollalol. Or Vess. Damage an enemy unit by 2. Give an allied unit Zeal. Do I have lots of things coming in with orders that would need that? Maybe a War Chariot. Gives bleeding or moves an enemy unit to the other row. Doesn't seem that useful. Boost an allied unit and all its copies by 1 and give them 1 armor. So Voimir isn't terrible. Or Egmont. Or Anna Strenger. What does Egmont do? Damage an enemy unit by 3 at the end of your turn. If the order is not used, boost the unit to the right by 1. So that's kind of an engine card there. Or we could get another lock. She's the same as Doragrai. Egmont is better, but weak, but okay. Okay. I'm okay with weak. What I've got is weak. Or Ronvid the Incessant. I mean, we'll put him in for now. We do have 1 provision spare, so we could upgrade something. Like the could change a mad charge into something slightly better. Could just have an arbalist for fun. So there's lots of soldiers at this, but not many knights. Could just get an onager or a Reaver Scout. Exchange a mad charge for a Reaver Scout. Random Reaver Scout. Or a Redanian Archer, which will do damage. Nah? Okay. Let's go with what we have. So this is our... I called it Northern Realms Knights. It's fine. Are we going to play on the ladder, or are we going to practice? It probably makes sense to not play on the ladder. Let's, first of all, it seems wise. Let's just see if this deck can actually play like a deck. Except no one wants to play because they know that my deck is so rubbish they don't want to lose to it accidentally. Okay.
Onward! Attack!
Onwards. I mean, hopefully. Anyway, we have pulled out the Temple, Heatwave, I like those. Maiden Shield is good, and Iromancy's good. Do I need 2 Knights? I mean, Redanian Knights. It's going to be confusing. Maybe I'll swap one of those. Egmont. Sure. I mean, I don't know what Laredo is going to do, but I don't really know what I'm going to be doing, really. I go first. Presumably, playing this is the best thing to do. Draw a unit of your choice and boost it by your hand size. Oh no, just create 3 and they forfeit. Why would they do this? Laredo is good for killing engines early. Okay, so I do want that. Well, there you go. My first game is Northern Realms, and it is a clear victory. 0 points to 0 points to 0 points, etc. Does that count as me completing some of the quests? Win 5 matches? No. These, I guess, have to be just like you, forfeiting mirror matches. I mean, sure, but why didn't they forfeit a lot earlier? It didn't complete this thing, did it? Not this thing. No. It doesn't count. Complete the quest tree. Fine. That's fine. At least 1 card should be played. Oh, they could have let me play a card. Or maybe if I'd been slightly quicker, they would have let me. But they just decided I was being slow. I also really liked that opening hand, because I could play the Temple and see how the Temple plays. You know. But apparently I wasn't allowed to. But, I mean, just from seeing it, having both the Temple and a Neuromancy in your opening hand, like, you can get some pretty good legendaries into your deck, and then you can play 2 of them very easily. Also, I could have used a Neuromancy for the scenario. But anyway, there's no point wishing that I did better. Or no, actually got to play the practice game when I didn't get to. It's only a practice game. It's just no one else wants to play practice games. Come on, people. I've got practicing to do. Is it just slow today because no one wants to practice? Do I give up on practice? Where are all the people? Maybe I shouldn't do practice. I don't know. Because if I go to ladder, I should probably get to rank 7 first. Because I'm like 1 mosaic away from rank 7. Not many people play training mode and Gwent player bases do anything. Yeah. But how am I going to practice my deck if no one wants to play? I need to practice. Don't they know that I need to practice? Anyway, it hasn't... It's given me the scenario, which we like. A Neuromancy we like. And this does like boosted units. Immortals is good. I don't really know what to put back. But I should put something back. 2 of those, maybe not. No. Fish King. Okay. So let's go with the scenario. Let's go out 4 guns blazing. Pick a card to move. Where am I moving it to? What am I doing? Summon a bronze unit from your deck. So let's summon the Redanian Knight and put him on the range row. No. Well, this is why I need to practice. We can spell? Yeah, I mean, if no one else wants to play. Oh, I need to end the turn. Sorry. How do I say sorry? There's a way to say sorry. You're going down. Watch this. Bad move. Thanks. Why is there no sorry? To this row. So yeah, I would need to have played it back here. Anyway. Sure. What does this do? Boost the next unit you play by 2. If it's a knight, also infuse it without the end of your turn, boost it by 1. So let's play this then. Are you a knight? Yes.
Long sword, fat sword, arming sword, bastard sword.
Does this have Grace? Grace 8. An Eggman melee. Yeah. I mean, so that's the other thing about if we were to play against each other, you wouldn't be able to tell me what to do. He will damage an enemy unit by 3 at the end of the turn if the order is not used. Boost unit to the right. Okay, so I can boost this guy. That's what you're probably saying to do.
When I think of my father,
And we won't use the order.
to kill.
Whenever an allied unit triggers Grace, boost adjacent units by 2. Oh. He's not a knight anyway, so that's good. That's, I don't know, just... Maybe I should have waited to put something else there.
You one of us or not?
How much does he assault on? Alright, so he got boosted 2 by that. Whenever an allied unit triggers Grace. And also 1 from himself. And my leader ability is to boost to get Grace as well. So we're gonna play this and then play boost self by 1 for each adjacent boosted unit. So I could put him in the middle of here. Then give adjacent units with shield, then infuse them with whenever that. So if I do this, play that there. And then what are you? A mad charge. Boost an allied unit by 5 and give it 2 armor. If it's a knight, also give it vitality. Sure. That thing. Did I do well? Then errant between Egmont. Yeah. I think I got there. I wasn't quite sure if I should have done all the same things on him. And then infuse them with whenever this unit loses shield. But it didn't give this one shield, or did it? Boost it by 2. Or did they reset it? Boost an allied unit. I don't know, did they reset this card? Now you can draw Sorceress. I mean, I could do, but also I could use Sorceress later. I feel like just playing this one, the next Squire, and playing that.
Enough of this! Enough, I say!
Although this isn't boosted anymore. Because I will... I mean, I don't know what else I'd use an Aromancy for. Maybe the Temple. Maybe I should be using the Temple. Or Heat Wave. Heat Wave is probably useful. He killed my Squire. Or I could use the Fisher King to move it to the top. What else do we have in here? I mean, yeah, we could use a... I don't know. Sure. I mean, it's a move. It needs to be on the range row, right? Yeah. We'll stick it at the top, so that we definitely get it. And then... enter. I mean, he's getting nice boosts.
I'll gladly help. I live to see it.
And I probably jinxed it, because he's now been locked. And I think the lock does affect all the infusions, right? I suppose we'll see in a second. Yeah, it does. Okay, thanks. I could also lock one of his things, but he's just got lots of... Maybe I should have locked something a lot earlier. Tempted to put the knight down, because then I could use my leader ability. Move self, then damage the highest power enemy unit by 2. Sure.
Enough of this! Enough, I said!
Your deck prefer longer rounds. Yes. Okay. But you think I should pass now? But I'm behind. I think
You'll lose your head for that.
I do that just so that I'm equal. Then I'm ahead from that. Or maybe I should have boosted it. Oh no, because I want this to trigger the boost. How did he move it? I mean, I know that he damaged it, but... Oh, because it became exposed. That's a shame. Okay. And now... Now we pass? I don't know. Like, there isn't really much I could pull out with this, is there? I don't know, this is still a practice, obviously. We're still learning. I did play most of my grace cards though, right? Oh no, that has grace. I don't know. Who knows what we're doing? Okay, we'll definitely play an Aromancy this round though. We don't need 2 of these, although... I mean, that will have shield, but not 2. Let's push you back. There's probably better things in there. Maybe not.
This medallion, dear Majesty, a symbol of my affection for you.
I do have things which would do well with charge. Ildeco. Boost an allied unit by 4. Whenever you play a non-neutral, give it Zeal. Interesting. I mean, I could lock that. I don't know if they have more annoying things to lock, but... yeah, let's just... I don't think I've ever seen that card played. Lock it? Okay, good. Good idea. I guess orders are pretty powerful. This is a Golden Necker, Northern Realms deck. Is that rare? Seen a lot?
To arms! Protect the queen!
Should I change mine into a Golden Necker deck? Now you see. I'm glad one of us sees something. Anyway, I'm going to play the temple because I think it needs playing.
Enough of this! Enough, I said!
Okay, so we get to pick one of these. Reduce time by 1 for each adjacent unit with Inspired. Boost an allied unit by 5 whenever this unit moved back into your deck. Well, I don't have ways to move things back into the deck, but let's just go with King Demavend. I don't know. I have to choose this 3 times. Damage enemy unit by 4, then damage random enemy unit by 3, then 2, then 1. Sure, let's go with that. Or I could have 2 Demavends. I don't know if 2 Demavends is good.
Enough of this! Enough, I
Play a
said!
boosted unit from your deck. Oh no. I don't know. I didn't choose very wisely.
You shall lose your head!
Using the temple requires knowing all the legendary cards within Northern Realms. So like, you know, I could bring out King Demavend. Or maybe I play the Immortals next, although it's not a knight. But I can play Immortals followed by Damn Sorceress. Immortals, okay. Because also King Demavend, he can only play them... well, I can play one of those cards, but with the cooldown of 4, a short round doesn't really help. So this needs to be on the melee row.
Our time has come to claim victory!
And then we will play this one next. To remove the shield and boost ourselves. And at the end of your turn, gain shield, yes. He has Chironix. Is he just going to try and kill this thing? Oh, he's got the unicorn as well. So now he's just going to kill it. Oh no, that's a boost, is it? I see. He should have done it the other way around. Well, I suppose he was putting out cards anyway. Right, this... I mean, I can't play it now because it's still got its shield. Order militarily. Draw a unit of your choice and boost it by your hand size. Who do I want to draw though? But Windhelm probably works well. Let's go with Windhelm. And let's push back the Mad Charge. And then I need to play... I think if it turn... Does it need to be anywhere?
We shall never surrender.
Philippa, maybe? Yeah. I know, I just wanted an extra target for the shield, really. What's Philippa? Philippa is, 4-3-2-1. Yeah, that could have been useful. I still can pull out that. Also, order on Grace turn. I mean, sure, let's just put you down.
Huh? What is it?
I mean, I can put his shield back on as well. Might as well. Otherwise, he'll get damaged, you know, by 1 from the obelisk. I don't know. Or this guy.
That's what matters.
So, I need to find a card which is worth 22 points. 24 points. 40 points. I mean, I'm not going to find a card which is worth 40 points, am I? Let's just see what she does. Any particular row.
Destiny is unswerving. Cheated. It will not be.
Did it not count as from your hand? Right, well, that's just stupid. Anyway. This is how you play Northern Realms Knights, apparently. Very badly. Sure, they can have a GG. They had to, put up with me. We can claim a reward. Fit to serve. Boost units with vitality 10 times. Did I do that? I don't know. Our summer cycle. I suppose we're doing different things now. None of these quests counted. I mean, obviously I didn't win, but I did play cards. And the faction quests. Yeah, maybe you can't do it in training mode. That's probably what it is. Quests are slow. Okay. I just assumed you couldn't do it in training mode because I'm sure I played more than 15 cards there. I'm trying to think in that game. Obviously I did some things wrong. Obviously I didn't know how to use some of the other things. And I know I prefer long rounds and I wasn't... Maybe in that second round I didn't have the things that I wanted to have. But I'm trying to work out if I had a chance to win. If I didn't have a chance to win, was it me? Oh no, I mean, was it the deck? I mean, definitely I was involved in the not winning part. I could have done things better. The question is the deck good enough to do anything? Even though it's a bit incohesive. Doesn't really... I mean, it's the best we have. The deck is susceptible to heavy control, which Northern Realms order spam kind of is what they had. So they had quite a good amount of control. And again, training mode is slow to load. Be nice if it was quicker. Or, you know, if it was not just quicker, but actually would load at all. I just know that if I go to ladder, that I will lose. So there's no point. This is just a can't down rank, no. But I'm like one mosaic piece away from rank 7. So if I think I did that, I would probably go play my elf deck for at least 2. Then I would sit there helping everyone else rank up because I'd be losing to them. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. It depends how... We'll do one more training match, if it ever loads. You would think that someone somewhere wanted to do training. I don't know why it doesn't just match with one person. Like, it doesn't need to be a similar rank to me. Just give me a noob. Or a pro. It's fine. But yeah, you're right. I can't down rank. So... But I wouldn't want to lose my mosaic progress. Just say if I want to spar. Yeah, I mean, if no one's going to join the training, then we can do that. We'll give this, what, like another 30 seconds? And then, you know, 30 seconds being a long time. Searching for that worthy rival. If I click, does it make it go quicker? Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's been like, what, maybe 30 seconds. I haven't been counting them specifically. Feel free to jump on, send me a friend request, send me an invite, and we will battle to the, well, I don't want to say death, but, you know, we will battle till my death, which will happen very soon. 2 rounds, apparently. I'm a 2-round Northern Realm kind of guy, in the sense that I lose in 2 rounds. Although for now it's still just ticking over. Would be nice. You found me? Cool. Let me just step back. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. And if you think you would enjoy more, then please subscribe, or even join me live on Twitch. Whilst it's cliche, all of these will help the channel. On screen is something carefully curated, or something the YouTube algorithm suggests, or maybe even both. In any case, have a great day.